Good morning to all. Welcome today. We have webinar for UK today. However, I can see that we have attendees not only from UK. So welcome all. And at the same time, I would like to welcome our guests who will be speakers today. I would like to welcome Mr. Laszlo Kocho, our Crown Ambassador of DXN and the fastest Crown Ambassador of DXN. He will be the first speaker. Then I would like to welcome Dr. Rajesh Savera, who is lifestyle physician. He will give us a great presentation about our immunity and our body. Finally, I welcome Mr. Mariusz Garczarek from UK, originally from Poland, who is the first star diamond in UK. And I welcome Mr. Prabhuram Rai, who is from Nepal, living in UK, and he's also Star Diamond. So I wish you a great webinar. And I would like to ask Mr. Giuseppe to play video of Mr. Theo. Thank you.
Good morning, DXN. As you are aware, the outbreak of the COVID-19 has hit the world unprepared and unprecedented. In the sudden wake of these pandemics, many countries have started to impose local decree for quarantine and restriction of movement. In the coming days and weeks, there will be no doubt bringing further challenges, calling on all of us to be more adaptable, tolerant, and supportive as we continue to operate with the best intention of trying to get through this critical time. Of course, the well-being of our members, our colleagues, and their family members is of utmost importance to us. Our message to our valued members is simple. Please be rest assured that we from the management side are working at home. Some of our colleagues are working at the farms, the factories, and the office as the skeletal workforce to provide the essential support to the market, ensuring that there will be no major disruption in the daily operation. As at now, we do not encounter any interruption in the supply chain of our products throughout the world under the protection of our one world, one market, and one dragon concept. On the marketing side, we shift our focus to do online marketing, e-commerce, using the social media platform, including Facebook, webinar for training and meeting. Please take preventive measures to avoid yourself from being infected by this COVID-19. This COVID-19 is undoubtedly a threat to our life, but at the same time, it is also a golden opportunity for us to promote DXN products for prevention. As per the advice of our CEO, Dr. Lim, please promote to the market the recommended dosage of our products, including 6 pairs of RGGL, gel tablets of Spirulina, coupled with a few cordyceps, lion's mane, and Morinzhi will be most ideal. We hope that you will stay safe and healthy. Unless it is unavoidable, please do not go out and stay at home. Thank you.
Good morning, DXN. Now the situation is really special. The situation is not easy, but I have to say I am really excited because we are in the best place. We are in the DXN. You know, most of the network marketing company focus only two things. One is the cosmetics product, and other is a food supplement. But in this situation, the cosmetic products is not really fancy, and only few food supplements is working very well. But the DXN has a healthy food. So we are coffee, we are other healthy food, and our business is working very well. You know, in this situation, many people ask me, Laszlo, how are you? How running your business? And I can give the answer. Everything is amazing because you have to know everybody drinks coffee inside the quarantine too. So this is why I can say we are in the best place because the DXN focus the foods too, and everybody needs food every day. As you know, the DXN is a really stable company because the One Dragon concept. We have our own plantations, we have our own factories all over the world. So in this situation, everything is running very well. Our warehouse is full in Europe and the new shipment is coming. So our business is really stable. But of course, you can increase your stability if you build the global business. You know, in this situation, you have to stay at home, but you have to know this is not a holiday. This is an opportunity. This is a really good opportunity for you. For example, develop yourself. In my YouTube channel is available more than 300 different training videos, many different languages, and now you can use your time and you can develop yourself. You can download the videos, you can upload your channel, you can upload your smartphone. It's free for you. Now I recorded this presentation and a few hours later will be available in my YouTube channel. You can use it and you can share with your business partner. So, you know, in the past, many people told me, Laszlo, the network marketing opportunity is not a trendy business, not a fancy business. Somebody told me it's a poor opportunity. But what's happening now? Our business is working inside the quarantine too. Many people lost his job now, and now they have to thinking about the B plan. And this is the B plan. It's working inside the quarantine too. So I'm sure, and now I see our business opportunity is volume is increased. So most of the people thinking now, okay, I have a B plan, and of course I have to listen my prevention. So use this opportunity, use this time, develop your spare, and share this opportunity, and sponsoring the new people. So my main message today: don't worry about the virus. You have to worry about your action, about your activity. Is how is working your business action. So finally, I want to share with you my prevention. This prevention is working more than 844 days. So in the last 844 days, every day I drink 1 bottle DXN Morinzhi. So today I would like to use this opportunity and I would like to drink my Today Morinzhi in front of you, because you know this is one of the best prevention. If you know my story, you know, is how working my Daily Morinzhi action. But if you don't know, please follow my YouTube channel. Is a Daily Morinzhi YouTube channel, and Instagram and Facebook, and you can see is how working the longest product presentation in the world. So now I will drink my Morinzhi. Cheers. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your listening. Stay home, stay safe, and build your business online. Goodbye. See you soon in UK. Thank you so much.
So good morning, everyone. I hope everybody can hear me. And so we start, I don't think anybody needs to be introducing me. I will start my presentation because this is one of my favorite topics about immunity. And Dr. Lim has been telling this for, I don't know, like 27 years. He's been teaching us one simple thing, that it's your body that heals you. And it's your immune response to a disease that decides whether you're going to heal or you're not going to heal. And how these products from nature, they can actually become one of the vital ingredients in building up your immune system. And this concept of his, he termed it as Ganotherapy because it all began with Ganoderma. So if I have to move forward, I need to give you a slight explanation. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so here when you see on the screen right now is the situation of the world. And if you look at the world today, is all currently affected by this little virus, the coronavirus. And it belongs to the SARS group. And it causes these respiratory distress syndrome. But the fact is, the reason that it has affected a vast population is because of the whole population being somewhere, I believe, the immunity has gone down very, very drastically low. So what is it? How can one build up his immunity? It's very important to know this. And can we really do that? So let me come to this point, this slide that I want to show you. You look at these viruses that have attacked humans. I'm not talking about the bacteria and the fungi. I'm talking about the viruses because now we are dealing with one. And when you look at the viruses, the green one specifically is about the Spanish flu. In just 1 year, between 1918 to 1919, it actually affected 40 to 50 million people. And that's a huge number. And you look at the HIV/AIDS, the red one, 25 to 35 million people affected with this virus. That's another alarming thing, but we still are there. We still are there, and everything is fine. If the ones who have a strong immunity will definitely survive, and that's the case with everybody. Now, if you go further to understand the coronavirus cases, they are also spreading. The numbers are going high, but as people are dying, there are people who are recovering, and there are people who automatically, even if they are infected, they are not showing some signs. They're showing some mild signs and symptoms. That's it. But they are just carriers. They are not actually the ones who are going to go into the ICU, but they would affect somebody who can actually be having a weak immune system, and they could be the ones who could be spreading the disease. That is why this whole concept of containment and locking down ourselves in the home, so that even if I have a strong immune system, I should not become the carrier, to spread the infection within my family, because this virus definitely affects the ones who have a weakened immune system. And we all know with age, your immune system goes down. young children, their bodies are still developing. They have the weak immune system. People who are suffering from chronic diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, or even irritable bowel syndrome, respiratory conditions, all of these are highly prone for getting this infection and getting really affected very badly with this infection. So you see, the fact is, let us understand what is this immunity and can we build it up? Because now I'm seeing a lot of information. People are selling products. People are trying to use this vulnerable situation of humans right now. They are trying to pitch in products saying that take this and it will boost up your immune system. Take this and it will boost up your immune system. It doesn't work like that. Your immune system is like building up a building. It has to be done in a proper way over a period of time. That is why we in DXN have been telling people, consume your RGGL, take your Spirulina daily, because over a period of time, it will build up your immune system. So people who have been doing that in DXN are definitely benefiting, because they have slowly over a period of time built up the immune system. They have maintained their health, and that is why they are going to remain healthy. So here, till today, or until recently, I think so, a couple of months back, we were all discussing about products and how to build up the immune system with the products. But as a psychotherapist, and I always believed there was a role of the mind, and the mind also played a very important role in building up your immune system. Because wherever there is consciousness, there is mind that is going to play a very, very important role. And if you look at your body is completely consciousness. You have cells that are born, the cells that die. Every day, this life and death cycle is happening every day. And sometimes there is attack, infections. There are white blood cells who go and attack and kill them. This whole thing is happening within you. There are bacteria, fungi in your gut. They build up your immune system. So many things happening in you. So you are living in a group of millions of living cells within you. And that's why I believe that mind plays a very important role. And that's exactly what happened when I met Dr. Lim. And he also agreed to that. And when on questioning, I realized that he is one of those Zen masters who has been practicing this kind of mindfulness technique, which was helping him to reset his mind daily. And that gave him the strength and the ability, the mind becoming so sharp that he was able to manage the whole business, spread the business, study, do so many things in the same 24 hours that we have. He was doing so many things because his mind was able to reset itself every time he did new act. And it was going to be a lost secret that was going to remain with him. But somehow with interactions, and we said, no, doctor, we need to give this same practice that you have been doing for last 50 years to the people too. And that's when the concept of shunya came in, the mindfulness practice. So the healthy body and the healthy mind, they together, they build up your immune system. So this message should be very clear, that we need to have a healthy body and a healthy mind. And that's how you build up your immune system. Moving forward, we have seen that human race will survive any attacks from bacteria, viruses, fungi, any epidemics, pandemics. We will survive. But the ones who are healthy will survive. And when I say health, you look at our history, go back and trace our history, you'll realize that every civilization, all the healers were very close with nature. They picked up stuff from the nature, they knew the herbs, they knew all the foods, and they made these combinations and gave it to the people when required. But they were also teachers. They educated the masses on how to live, what to drink, what to eat. We have been bringing these traditions back for so many years. DXN basically is nothing but bringing the heritage of our ancestors, the practice of our ancestors to mainstream, in proper, in the current times. We are using all those historical facts about herbs and their application into real life. And Dr. Lim has been an amazing reader, a scientist, you can say, a researcher who has been diving deep into understanding how these people used these herbs. And that's how we got Ganoderma, that's how we got Spirulina, that's how we got the noni, and that's how we're getting so many herbs, because Dr. Lim's quest to dive deep into the history and finding out what our ancestors gave us becomes a big asset. Now, why is this study? Why do we need to know these things? Because sometimes ignorance or just ignoring things, not even ignorance is something that you don't know, but sometimes you know and you still want to ignore. That's what majority of the people do when we try to tell them and pitch them about how food supplements are important and why you need to take in these supplements. And you talk about DXN, people just ignore us. And this ignoring can be fatal at times, because somebody would be passing on some great information to you, and you would just ignore it and you would miss a chance. And that's why I always believe ignorance can be more fatal than anything else. And that's why you need to have these knowledge sessions. You have to have these webinars, these teaching sessions, wherein you continuously upgrade your awareness about the facts that are available. So moving forward, you have to understand that within us is an immunity. Within us, there is a protective mechanism that can help us protect from various conditions and attacks, especially from the viral, the bacterial, and the fungal attacks. And once you realize that your body has the ability and it only needs the right resources so that it can fight back. And the right resources, in simple words, is just good food. Simple, good food, high nutritious food. And if you can provide that to your body has the ability to rejuvenate and protect you. So what are these organs and how do they work together is very important, because immune system is like something that is not very visible to us. You don't see it. There is no measure in which you can find out, okay, now let me find out how much is your immune system. Is it good or bad? We don't know. We cannot find it out. Yes, but there are some markers, some indicators on the basis of which we can realize that, yes, the immune system is going down, the immune system is coming up. We find all those up. And I'm at the end of this session, I'm going to give you these 6 markers on the basis of which you can actually find out and analyze whether your immune system is really good or is it really bad, or is it moderate and can you improve it. So I'm going to give that at the end of this session. But right now, it's very important to know some of the vital organs that are very, very important organs that build up the immune system. And what are those organs? To start with, first let us understand the language of the immune system. The immune system, when it acts to protect us, it does so in 4 different ways. It will create a kind of pain, swelling, warmth, and redness. So if you understand this, that every time your body is experiencing pain, there is some kind of swelling around your body parts, you feel feverish, your body is warmer than normal, or if there is some inflammation in your body, that means your immune system is active. Somewhere it is active. This is exactly what you would see if a thorn pricks you. This is exactly all the 4 symptoms you'll see. This is when the immune system gets triggered. Now, you try to analyze and think. Many times we go through pain, and what do? We pop in a painkiller. That's it, to suppress the pain. Many a times we have high-grade fever when we are running an infection. What do? We pop in an antipyretic tablet to reduce the temperature. Many a times we have inflammation. What do? We pop in an anti-inflammatory pill. Many a times we have swelling in your body or other parts of the organs. What do? We take a diuretic and we see that the swelling goes off. These are ways of actually suppressing the language of the immune system. When your immune system was trying to do something, you ignored it completely. You looked at the symptoms. Now here, you have to understand, you don't need modern medicine to do this. Always. You can use it in an emergency situation like today, when we would need the modern medicine. But most of the time, all the time, I think you can go with the natural ways. Like if you look at our Ganoderma, can work on all 4 things. It helps to reduce pain, it reduces your fever, it can reduce your inflammation, it is a fantastic diuretic, and you see, it actually works on your immune system, and there are enough studies to prove that. So, moving forward, what weakens our immune system is the drugs that we have been taking to suppress the language of the immune system. And second is that we have been living a lifestyle and providing the immune system with foods that don't help it to become strong, but it gets weaker and weaker and weaker. So all the junk food is going to make a junk system, a junk immune system. And then it's like, how can you build up a strong immune system when your food itself is not right? So when you look forward, you have to understand the difference between other supplement companies and DXN, because now suddenly the whole world has woken up. They have just realized, they have woken up from a dream that, oh, now we have to do something, we have to take good supplements, we have to do boost our immune system. But they might go wrong here too, because suddenly they will start talking about vitamin C, vitamin D, your calcium supplements, your omega-3, omega-6 fatty acids, this and that, all the micronutrients. But micronutrients cannot just build up your immune system. You need proper food. So this particular category of supplements is called medicinal supplements. It can help you to change your lab values. It can help you for just changing some symptoms for some time. But it cannot be one of the major things that can build up your immune system. Look at people now. Every day they pop up a pill and they say, I am taking this vitamin C, I'm taking this pill. But it is not going to help over a period of time. It's just going to make sure that your lab values are right. But what does DXN have to offer? DXN has a range of food supplements, proper food supplements. So while a tablet will contain vitamin C, one of our RG will contain almost 400 nutrients. You cannot compare them both. This is a completely different range. And we are talking about superfoods. These foods have immense potential to actually support and boost up your immune system and also build up your immune system over a period of time. So going forward, you have to realize that your immune system is like the police and the army. Your police is meant to maintain peace and harmony around your society. Similarly, your immune systems, you can actually Google around and search for the immune cells and how they behave under a microscope. You can find out how leukocytes, the white blood cells, they exactly are like this police. They go and they check. So there is a cell, they go and knock the cell and they see if the cell is okay, if it's affected with the virus or not. Then they move out. They just keep on floating like like an amoeba. They just keep on moving here and there, checking and doing a surveillance around in your body, checking for the dead cells, checking for the viruses, the bacteria. And if they find a bacteria, they actually chase. You'll see those things. Actually chase, like a police finding, if they find a robber or a murderer, they will chase, run, and everything. Exactly like that happens. You should watch that YouTube videos. And then when you see the way they act, they will just keep on surveillance, but they have the skill to even watch out for some cells that are misbehaving, like the cancer cells, and they engulf that and they kill that too. So it's a fantastic system that we have, like the police system. But on the other hand, the immune system is also has the ability to attack, and prevent from any other foreign infections, like a viral attack or something. At that time, it acts like the army. And what does the army need? Good ammunition, good strength, good power. And where does that come from? It comes from in your body. It comes from your food you eat, not medicine. Medicine can be supportive to that, but we don't need medicine. We need it's kind of food supplements. We need the superfoods, like medicine, antibiotics and all those things can be like ammunition. But if the soldier is weak, what is the point of having all the ammunition? It's not going to work. So we need both. At time of infection, you need good supplements, food supplements, as well as then modern medicine can help to support that function. So this is very important to understand. So in simple words, if I have to make this very, very clear, how do you build up your immune system? In two simple words: good nutrition and good detoxification. That's it. And you are a fantastic immune system. And you can do that over a period of time. Now, what are the organs that are very closely related to building up the immune system? The first one is your kidneys. For me, I think if the most important organ in your body is this pair of bean-shaped organs called as kidneys. Their job is continuously to filter your blood, throw out all the toxins from the blood and in the form of urine. So all the water-soluble toxins are thrown out by the kidneys in the form of urine. Now, if you look at your body your body is almost 70-80% of fluid, water. So majority of your cleansing is done by these two organs. And these two organs are very much responsible to build up your immune system. And exactly on these two organs lie another pair of organs called as the adrenal glands. These glands, they secrete the kind of steroids that is meant to reduce the inflammation. They help in the healing process. So when the health of the kidneys is good, the health of the adrenal glands is also very good. So how does DXN help? DXN's Ganoderma is primarily responsible for maintaining your health of the kidneys. And when you see, somebody asks us, how do you prove that? Is it effective? Like if I take a painkiller, I see my pain going down. It shows. I take a antipyretic, I see my temperature going down. These supplements are kind of just fad. It doesn't show anything. But we can prove it. How does it work? Because if you look at Ganoderma, when you take Ganoderma, or even if you drink a Ganoderma-based coffee, you realize your urination increases. You see that the way it acts is on the kidneys. And because your urination increases, you see that you have a cleansing effect. So this is a functional food. It shows its function immediately within a half an hour or so. So it's not something that we are talking just for the sake of talking. So this is another very, very important food supplement that you need to consume every day. And we have been telling that at least take 2 capsules 3 times a day for a period of time. But in situations when you have an infection, when you're affected, you need to go for mega dosages because your body needs extra cleansing, extra detoxification. And that's when you need to take a higher dose. So it could go up 2 times, like 12. It could go up 3 times, like 18. But you need to take up depending on your situation and depending on your age. Whom can you give this? Everyone. Primarily, whom should be given in this period? It's people who are already having chronic conditions. They need to take this on a high dose. Then children, you need to give them a good dosage so that they also have a good cleanse. So this is fantastic for everyone. Moving forward, we have the 3 other organs which are very important for your immune system. This is the heart, the spleen, and your liver. Now, these 3 organs are responsible for your blood. The heart pumps your blood, the spleen recycles your blood, and your liver, basically what it does is it cleans up your blood. So all these 3 organs are again a very important part of your immune system. If they are healthy, your immune system is healthy. But their health depends on the health of your blood. And your blood needs to be alkaline. Blood needs to have all the nutrients. Only then these organs can be doing good. Now imagine your cells are dying a lot. So your spleen has to work a lot. That's when it has to work a lot, it results in splenomegaly. The spleen actually overworks and gets huge. If your blood is more acidic, and then your liver has to work a lot. And then you could land up to having hepatomegaly. If your blood is more thick and like in diabetic or something, suddenly your heart has to work a lot, pump more viscous blood. It has to pump a lot. So you look at these 3 organs, their health depends on the health of the blood. And we have here spirulina, which is known to be a complete food source, a complete food rich with nutrients, all the amino acids, all the minerals, all the vitamins, whatever the body needs. This simplest form of food can provide you with everything. And if you realize it's so safe, from a child to an adult, to an old person, to a sick person, everybody can consume it. So in definition, always remember the difference between a herb and a food supplement, especially the superfood supplements. These food supplements should be used by everyone, no matter what their age is, what their condition is. These come in the category of food supplements. So everything that DXN deals is with food supplements. Herbs are different. Like ginger, you cannot give a newborn child, it's a herb. It comes into the herb category. So there is a difference. And that's why I want to tell you very specifically that these food supplements are important, not herbs only. These food supplements are important to build up your immune system. So you understand, taking 2 capsules 3 times a day over a period of time definitely helps in making your blood more alkaline, providing you with the nutrients, reducing the inflammation in your body, fantastic. It's kind of, as soon as the inflammation reduces, your pain reduces, your swelling reduces, your body temperature goes down, you start feeling good. That's exactly the language of the immune system. So you support the immune system with taking spirulina. In this period, take a handful of that. As much as you take, the good for your blood, and you will produce more alkaline blood. Now, moving forward, another set of organ, which is very, very important. And in current times, during the COVID situation, I think this is one organ that you need to watch out for. The lungs. Lungs are the seat of the maximum immune cells being lined up inside. Now, if you look at the lungs basically, the job is to provide you with the oxygen and also to throw out the carbon dioxide and other water vapor from your body. So exactly like the kidneys, what the kidneys do with the urine, this set of organ does that with water vapor, right? Through water vapor, it actually throws out all the carbon dioxide and other gases that are not good for a body, which is the byproduct of the respiration. Now, you have to understand, because of the metabolism, there are two kinds of toxins produced. One are water soluble, which go down. One that is fat soluble, which go down to the stool. The other are kind of the air, and that has to go out through the lungs. So this is another detoxifying organ. Now here, if you look at the lungs, when you breathe in, every breath you take, you are actually taking in millions of bacteria, viruses, fungi every time you breathe. But you don't get affected every now and then. But there are some viruses which can bypass that and cheat you, and actually in an immunocompromised person, they can affect very drastically. By the time the body realizes that there is an attack, the immune system becomes so active that it goes into fighting. But the rate of multiplication of this particular virus, for example, the coronavirus, is so high that the rate of fighting the immune cells or the building of the immune cells is not going to match up. And the persons whose immunity is low, they don't have the resources to build up more cells, they actually get compromised. So who are more likely to be affected by this condition of COVID is the ones who are smokers, ones who are suffering from respiratory illnesses, then children, their lungs are still developing, old people, their lungs are already getting compromised. So these are the people you need to watch for. Now, one more thing, as I told you, in inflammation, there is fluid collection, because there is swelling. So most of these victims, when they have this attack of a virus, you'll see one very important sign. There is pleural effusion. There is water accumulation in the lungs. Now, here is a food supplement that really works well in this condition because it helps in taking out the water out, and that is our RGGL, our Ganoderma. In higher mega doses, it can really help the person who's also affected. So while they're continuing their line of treatment, a good food source can also help build up the immune system and fight the condition. Moving forward, which are the products that can really help? You look at beverages. Beverages are important because you need this fluid overload. If you have good fluid in your body, your immune system through the lungs can work very, very nicely. Then you have a fantastic, so we have coffee and tea, and we have a variety of beverages that you can choose from. And I, at this moment, would request everybody to drink as much beverages as you can, not just plain water. So you can drink as much beverages as you can. Then we have a fantastic mushroom, cordyceps. Cordyceps is known to act on your lungs, and it can improve your lung efficiency. It can build up your immunity around your lungs. So definitely take that around 2 to 4 capsules, 2 to 3 times a day in this particular period. Definitely you should take. Okay, then let's move forward. The another set of organs that are very important for your immune system is your nervous system. Okay, so the another set of organs, so the nervous system is a very important set of organs. So now the nervous system, they are like the controllers, and they play a very important role in the immune system. So people with them lot of stress in the conditions where they are suffering from mental illness, they have a weak immune system. And for that, we have a fantastic product range in DXN. The food supplement is again a virgin coconut oil. And we have lion's mane mushroom. These are known to have the effect in building up a stronger nervous system so that we have the ability to fight any kind of infection. Moving forward, we go to the gastrointestinal system, your gut. And your gut is the seat, the ultimate seat where your immune cells, they take in the information, they build up. It's like a data center, continuously collecting data of what you eat, what you're doing, and passing it on to the immune cells. So what you eat is what your immune system will become. So very, very important. When you take good food supplements, your immune system slowly gets the message that good stuff is coming in, all these cells are getting nourished, everything is good. Your immune system automatically becomes strong, vigilant, more effective in fighting and combating various conditions. Now, for that, we have a fantastic supplement. Again, it's a fruit juice. It's just a fruit, Morinda citrifolia, and a juice made of that. So people still ask me, how much should I take? They think this is medicine. They ask me 20 ml, 30 ml. But we never ask how much should I take mango juice, tomato juice. This is a fruit juice. Only thing is this fruit is not so tasty. So we have to mask it up. We have to make it up in such a way that this fruit becomes, because it is bitter, a little different taste. We don't enjoy it. But at the end, it's a fruit juice. Like Laszlo shows how to drink the whole bottle. You can drink it if you can afford it, or else at least drink as much as you can. This is a fantastic period in which you can drink. Why is it good? Especially for your gut, because it helps in maintaining your gut health. It helps to your liver. It's liver protective. It helps in reducing your inflammation, any kind of pain in your body, any kind of inflammation. Morinda citrifolia is known for that. And there are many cases of people who only on this particular fruit, this tropical fruit, have shown amazing effects. So looking forward, you see, we in DXN, we talk about food, proper food. We talk about why it is important to supplement your diet with these superfoods and why it should be your daily affair, not in a situation where you're suffering from a disease, only that. This should be your daily affair. You have a wide range to choose from. And you can get back to your nearest stockist and you can find out so many product ranges we have. And we in DXN, we actually are giving you a lifestyle. So while you continue to live your life, adding DXN into your life is adding a healthy lifestyle into your life, and then slowly building up your immune system. Now, that's all about the body, and we understand how important it is about the body. But we should not ignore the fact of the mind. What about the mind? How do we take care of it? And that is the million-dollar question, because today stress is on a rise. You think people right now, the COVID-19 locked up in the house, they're not stressed? It is said out of 4 people, 3 will come out as soon as the lockdown comes up. 3 of them will have mental condition to such an effect that they will really go crazy. There are many already going crazy. And that is why you need to understand the role of the mind and what it is and how you need to calm it down. And that's where Dr. Lim's concept of shunya really worked well. It's a kind of meditation, therapeutic meditation practice, which is non-religious. It is nothing to do with any religion. It is not to do with any cult. It's a therapeutic practice, a scientific practice. Dr. Lim is a kind of a physician who has been teaching this for a long time through Ganotherapy. I am an Ayurveda physician. I'm a psychotherapist. When we speak science. We don't speak about any kind of, only religious or cult practice. We're talking about science because we have to show the effect on the human body and the mind. So you look at Shunya. Shunya is a way, a therapy, in which you have to now calm down or reset your mind. So find a good place to sit, relax, and that's it. Once you do that, you have to just observe. Observe your breath going in and breath going out. Remember, I'm using the word observe. Observe is to observe. You should not participate. You should not go into doing these kind of activities like, don't go into the act. Like you go to watch a game, you are a spectator. The game is played by somebody else, but you watch from the stands. This is exactly what you have to do. You have to become the observer of what is happening, how the breath goes in, how the breath goes out. You have to just observe that. Then, When you pay attention to your breath going in and out, that's it. That is where your healing will begin. Now, what is so special? Because most of the people will say that that's what everybody teaches. But Dr. Lim's practice of 50 years, he found out that just observing doesn't work because your mind comes up disturbing a lot when you follow your breath. So he put in a concept, which is a 5,000-year-old concept. It is not he who has invented it, but he, as I told you, is a voracious reader. He's an investigator. He is one of those guys who wants to dig out the past secrets. And he found out that one of the oldest way of practicing mindfulness or resetting your mind was to count in a reverse order, 9 to 0, every breath you take. Like, for example, I've written on the screen, inhalation and exhalation is one set. So when you inhale and when you exhale and you just observe, as an observer, you count 9, 8, 7, 6, and go on counting till you reach 0. As soon as you do that, you should be very attentive. You should be focused on your breath, okay, and your counting. These two things. Now, understand, the mind can do only one thing. So it'll, while you're observing your breath, and you have to count, so it goes to the count, it comes back here, goes to the count, it comes back here. Now, if you are under stress or you're mentally affected, what will happen is you will definitely show some signs and symptoms of losing the count. And you can lose the count. That can happen. Okay, then what do? When thoughts come in and thoughts start bothering you, you have to be very, very attentive not to get bothered. Give me 1 minute. Let me just, my battery is getting low. Okay. So what I was saying is, when the thoughts come and disturb you, ignore the thoughts. Concentrate on your breath. Concentrate on the numbering. That's it. And once you do that, you will be able to bring about the balance within you. Now, this balance is very vital in bringing up your immune system. Now, to make it very clear, I told you, I will give you the indicators on the basis of which you can identify whether your immune system is good or bad. You yourself, because out there is no test as such that can tell us that the immune system is good or bad, or how much did you score. So how do you do that? I'm going to give you 6 parameters. So if you have a pen and paper, we can write them down, and you can say that this is the immune system, whether it is doing good or bad. Now, for example, your energy levels. Mark for yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. How is your energy levels? Good, moderate, very bad? And that will decide how your immune system. You don't need to ask anybody. And then go down to finding your appetite. How is it on a scale of 1 to 10? 10, good. 5, moderate. 0, very bad. If you're suffering from chronic conditions of indigestion, constipation, gas, bloating, or suffering from a chronic condition like IBS, that means your immune system is weak there. It's not good. So you need to know how to score. Then you go up. Stamina. How is your stamina? Is it on a scale of 1 to 10, good, moderate, very bad? Find out for yourself. Scale, put that in your own scale. Then look at your endurance. How much can you endure? Can you sustain for a period of time? Can you sit for a period of time? And that's where Shunya plays a very important role. Can a person count from 9 to 0? 9 to 0, can he do that? Yes. If he can do that, fantastic. Then we put him onto the second level, 29 to 0. Can he do that? Yes, fantastic. 99 to 0, that's we go the third level. Can he do that? Fantastic. Many people, out of 10, almost 7 people cannot finish the 9 to 0 count without getting disturbed. So you can imagine, forget 99 to 0. If I ask somebody to do it, 0.1%, very, very rarely will be able to do it. So that's where you can understand how much mentally we are affected. Not even for me, it is difficult, you can imagine. So even with practice, you have to keep on practicing. Now, look at the libido, your vitality. You have to score on 1 to 10 scale. And then you realize 10 being good, moderate, very bad. That is the sign of your immunity. It's the sign. that your things are good inside, when your cells multiply within you, when the cells are in harmony, you automatically feel that feeling within you. Then you go up to find out how is your sleeping patterns. On a scale of 1 to 10, find out good, moderate, very bad. What is your situation? Are you sleeping too much? Are you sleeping too less? Do you need a pill? Do you need some other things to go to sleep? This is very, very important. Now, in this particular lockdown period, there are many people who are not able to sleep because the whole day they rest. But that means their immune system is definitely affected. You need to go to sleep and the sun sets down. By the evening, come around 9, 10, you need to feel sleepy. You need to go to sleep. In the early morning, you need to get up. These are good signs of a good immune system. Now, why is sleep so important? Now, sleep is a time when your body rejuvenates. It really rectifies itself. Now, for example, when you have to look at this society, during the night, the surveillance should be good enough so that people can sleep calmly and peacefully. And that's exactly what happens. When your body is resting, your immune system is doing the surveillance and going through everything, checking up everything. So a good sleep is definitely an indicator of your good immune system. So to wrap it up all, our ancestors, especially these two emperors, they are holding a mushroom. That's definitely a Ganoderma mushroom in their hand. And this is a message for us. The message is very simple and clear, that to fight humans, we need to have guns or swords. But to fight something that we don't know, that comes from nature, you would need a weapon that comes from nature itself. So probably they knew the secret, that the attacks like viral infections or bacterial infections or fungal infections, you needed the support of good food supplements that could become a part of fighting back during these conditions or during these attacks. And that's how they maintained their civilization. And if you know the history of Ganoderma, Ganoderma was considered to be a royal fruit. Only the royal families were supposed to have it. And that's why it is regarded one of the top most herbs. It's known as the king of herbs because it was used by the kings and it was the best herb. It's because of Dr. Lim that we have today the possibility of holding one mushroom in our hands, consuming mushrooms every day, consuming spirulina, all these things, because he ventured completely into farming and processing the best quality food supplements that were very much necessary for the today's time. And in future, it is going to be the most needed products for everybody. And you people, since you are part of DXN, you are going to, and you're distributors of DXN, you have one of the greatest assets today. While the economy is collapsing, the economy is going to be affected, one thing that people will be definitely paying attention this time is their health. And they are going to look out for food supplements that could help them. And that's where DXN is going to play a very important role. And now, let me summarize everything again. All these organs that I talked to you, they are very, very important organs. And we have a range of food supplements that can help. But during this lockdown period, start to analyze how can you take these supplements and boost up your immune system, double, triple the dose. It will be good for you at this time. And it will help you protect yourself during these worst situations. So I think I wrap this up here. Thank you so much for the time. It's almost 8:30 p.m. in India, and I'm sure people there are all locked down at the home, and I have been able to convey the message very simple and clear. Do you want me to take some questions? Yeah, I have a few minutes. Anybody here in the room? So I see no questions. Anyways, no questions. Good. So I think is anybody around, or I'm the only one in the room? Hello?
Rajesh, no questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, and good night from this side, and take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Can I cancel it?
Good morning, DXN. My name is Mariusz Garczarek. It is a big honor for me today. I can say a few words. We found ourselves in a very difficult situation as a society. Although there is no light in the tunnel at this moment yet, I'm convinced that for some time the situation with the epidemic will be under control and life and economy will return to normal. If you are an active DXN member, I think you care about your health, and thanks to DXN supplements, you have a strong body and your immune system will win in the event of virus infection. As you know, there is no any special cure for the virus and is unlikely to be invented. I also don't believe in any vaccines that are talked about so much in the official media. We can learn from many independent therapists and doctors that we only need to take care about 3 things. First, avoid infection by limiting contacts. Second, wash hands often enough. And third, and most important, strengthening immune system. How to strengthen our immune system? We have a lot of information about this from Dr. Rajesh Savera, from Ms. Jane Yao and Dr. Lim Seojin as well. It is important that information about reishi benefits is also provided by independent medical sources and independent scientists. Another thing we all know is about the impact of stress on our health. We are currently just bombarded with information about the epidemic, deaths, possible economic problems, or vaccines. Many of people are without job at this moment, and actually we don't know how the situation will look like in a few weeks or few months. Of course, this causes a lot of stress. We know that stress reduces the body resistance and increases the risk of getting sick. Before Easter, I promised myself that I will not watch news and video about coronavirus and try to look only for positive information and spend more time outdoors in the sun. It improves the mood and allows the production of vitamin D in the body. So let's use the lockdown for our own development, learning and sharing information about what we know. I mean, how to increase immunity by our supplements and about DXN business opportunity as well. I'm with DXN for over 7 years and I'm eating supplements every day. I never was ill in this time, like so many of my DXN friends as well. I know my body is strong enough, and that's why I'm not afraid of the virus now. So many people in the world have never heard of reishi benefits. So I think our mission is to share this information, to help other people. Even in this difficult lockdown time, we have some opportunities and possibilities that are worth to use. What is it? Definitely now people need more and more information on how to increase the body resistance and how to defend against the virus and other diseases. People are looking for opportunities to earn money online, and people spending time at home due to lockdown and maybe more open to what we would like to tell to them. So that's why it is worth to use this time for online business activity. And because we cannot visit each other or organize any events, but we have telephones and internet communicators, and we can do a lot of things online. Especially, I recommend to record your own short video and placing them on social media or YouTube channel. There is a very effective way to build your online business and your own authority. Of course, we have also many online sources with information, webinars from Dr. Savera, Jane Yao, even CEO DXN, Dr. Lim, is very active on Facebook and says very important information for us. We have also access to the knowledge in the books of Dr. Lim. Book of Dr. Lim you can buy from DXN Service Center. And I have to sell great book of Dr. Rajesh Savera with information about Ganoderma. Yeah, you can buy from me. Finally, I want to tell you, avoid stress, look for positive information, develop yourself during this time, be physically active, spend time outdoor in the sun, and do breathing exercises. Supplement yourself to strengthen the body and share this information with other people. So let's be together, support each other, be strong, keep safe. Good morning, DXN. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you very much, Jujana, for this opportunity to share some of my experience. First of all, I would like to say good morning, DXN. Namaste to all. As you see my hat, I'm just putting my hat, which is the oldest culture in the planet, which is Nepalese hat. We always, our culture, we do always, we never shake hands, we do namaste, which is proven by this time. This is old is gold, so very safe way of basically paying your respect to others. I do not want to take too much time here because things already mentioned by Dr. Rajesh and Mr. Laszlo and Mr. Marius. But the few things I would like to highlight here, as you know, basically these DXN product based on Ganoderma, and these product gives a lot of benefit. As if you remember earlier, Dr. Rajesh was talking about stamina, your fitness. I personally, I believe this product is the best. Probably some of you heard already, or some of you know me, but some people don't know me. I'm still serving soldier. I'm the oldest person did physical training instructor course. That is a top course in British Army. Age of 43, because I'm using Ganoderma products. I'm quite confidently I can say that I have done and proven. And the immunity is really improving. That is where all the any your health problem that in a time being that will reduce. Like I used to have gout, and no more gout I have now because I'm using a DXN product continuously. So that is also another proof. So I strongly recommend whoever you are, whether your health condition is good or bad, it does not matter. As doctor said earlier, you have to take it proper food. The proper food gives you proper nutrition and all minerals, vitamin that play vital role in your immune system. So that is the one part. And finally, I would like to emphasize two important points. First one, COVID-19. That's you heard too many times. It's really boring. I'm not going to talk about what is COVID-19. But the good thing, a COVID-19 affecting every single person in entire planet. We all aware of that. The bad thing is everyone is stressing. the good thing there is COVID-19 teaching us, everybody, giving good lesson about how important your health, especially your immune system. So we have to think about our immune system. So everyone now aware of immune system, and DXN product actually enhance immune system. That is basically earlier Dr. Rajesh mentioned all the things, basically that's improve our immune system. So as we are in a DXN product consumer or member of business, whichever area we are in, we're in the right place. Just need to use product, and this is a genuine product, give good health benefit. Feel free and openly just promote it. Then you can get both health benefit. You can, as a DXN, it's basically health, wealth, and happiness. You get everything. Just go and do your best. You don't need to be scared of anyone talking you, backbiting, or they're moaning behind you. Don't leave it. Just go ahead, do your job. That is perfect thing to do at the moment. This is really good opportunity to push you a next level. Okay. The second point I would like to mention, customer value. When you do go to someone else and say these products are really good, it's not enough. You have to show your customer value there. Okay, so be ready to commit any additional work there and build the trust, you, new customers, or DXN other members, at the same time with the company. So a triangular trust, you need to build it first. Okay, the trust between you, customers, and company make the proper basically that triangle give you more benefit. That's the trust built in between, and that trust make the value. So no value, no trust. So no trust, no business. So you have to think about that all in a one circle, and that is make triangle. So I'm happy to help anybody. If you need any informations, I'm also happy. Even Marius here in UK, anybody, you just do your build your triangle. If you need any help, we're ready to help. At the last, I would like to mention, even I put in a WhatsApp group earlier, Mr. Pradeep Kumar Rai, he's a DXN member, and he is using a DXN product. And he was paralyzed since 2014, and he's now feeling better, stronger. So he's taking part in London Marathon 2020. Then I personally believe he is good testimony in the UK for us. So he is doing marathon. So please, if you can, please help and donate some money, whatever amount, big or small, it doesn't matter. It matters how many of we basically encourage him. That will encourage him. There should be on the link on the comment section. You can click there, or if you need any further information about that, please feel free to contact me. And finally, drink DXN coffee. Stay safe. God bless you. Thank you very much. Back to you, Jujana.
Thank you very much, Mr. Praburam. Thank you very much for your speech. Thank you once more to all who participated during this webinar as speakers, and thank you to all attendees. Wish you a great day. All the best.